again, everyone. Saka here, and welcome back to NASCAR Racing 2003 season, the 2019 mod with the 2021 cars that we found so far. And we are kicking off our season here at the Daytona International Speedway for the Daytona 500. Some new colors this year for myself and Brandon. I'll be driving the bright purple and pink Critical Role Camaro. Brandon is back there in the Mountain Dew Toyota. So some new colors for us. Brandon will be racing that black and green car right there, and we should be pretty easy to spot as well. 20 laps to kick off at 3x tire and fuel consumption, meaning we will have a pit stop past halfway. Pace car is off, and we are ready to start the season off right. Green flag is out. We'll drop it in the second. Just maintain this line as best we can. We see Suarez there getting a push from Brandon. We'll fall in line and see if we can work our way forward. Very tight pack, and we're still working on the rating. So based on this race, the road course, and perhaps Atlanta, we'll be fine-tuning the AI aggression and the ratings. So if a driver doesn't do well here in the Daytona 500, don't expect that to last all year. But what will last all year is our aggressiveness as we go under the 77 and catch a draft off of Bowman in the 48, under the 00 of Quinn Houff. Looks like they're single filing out. Got 2x2x2, and the whole lead pack rumbles by. Eric Jones in that 43 moves up to block. Looks like we'll pass Bowman. We'll maintain our run on the outside, past that Armor All Chevy down there, and get a sniff off of Corey LaJoie in the Ashqualog Chevy, and see if we can get a run off of him exiting turn 2. Shoot to the outside, try not to scrape that wall, and screaming down that back straightaway, trying to keep that sniff off of Brandon, but almost redlining on the tack, 3 wide in front. Looks like, I was going to say Bubba Wallace, but that was his old scheme. Looks like Denny Hamlin is out front here in the Daytona 500. Brandon a little bit wiggly down there under the 19 of Martin Truex Jr. Looks like Bubba Wallace is in front of him, and Christopher Bell in that ring number 20, vacated from Eric Jones. And oh, looks like Brandon was chopped off a bit by Bubba, looking to the inside of turn number 1. We'll use that to our advantage and get that pull off the 19. Brandon in the middle, 3 wide, really pressing the issue there, slicing and dicing, trying to push Bubba, and Bubba into Christopher Bell. A lot of shoving here and a lot of speed as we get into turn 3. Looks like we'll be able to make a move under the 17 of Chris Buescher and really pull that run as best we can. Bottom looks like it's the line that is moving, but Brandon might be making hay there in the middle groove. Looking to that double yellow line, no passing under there. And Brandon really forcing the issue on that 23. There goes Bubba to the middle groove under the 3 of Austin Dillon. Yeah, looks like Bubba checked up the 19 as well. We're on the high side, and Brandon with a little bit of a turn. Whoo! So we were able to keep it off of Christopher Bell. Sings it around that bottom. Now it's too early to pit for fuel. We are not going to be able to make it the rest of the way, and if anyone decides to pit under this caution, they're not going to be able to make it the rest of the way either. So we're going to come across the line behind Austin Dillon, and we will see what these AI cars do for the first pit stops of the year. We'll be right back. Pace car ducking off. We're ready for the restart. Myself and Brandon decided to stay out. Green flag. And as I said, we were not going to be able to make it on fuel if we came down with everyone else, so we will gladly take the track position. The window's a little bit dirty, but no worries. We are showing the way here at the Daytona 500. Looks like they're double filing, maybe even triple filing up. That looks like Kevin Harvick might be running in third in that Busch car. We'll see if Brandon decides to stick with us and help us down the straightaway. But Harvick looking really strong in third. Here comes the push from Brandon. Nice and square, although we wiggled just a skosh, but we're protecting that double yellow line. If they want to get around us, it's going to have to be on the outside. Everyone pretty much single file all the way back to about the mid-pack when there is some double file racing. What we're going to do is go to halfway, probably +1 at lap 11 or so. That way we are guaranteed to make it on fuel. And the big question is, do we want tires on this exchange? That's going to be the big question. We only need 1 can of fuel. If it was 1.5 cans, I'd like to take right side tires, but I don't know if we could put on right sides in the time it would take to get 1 can of fuel in, or if we would be giving up some time on pit road. You do a football field here a second every second, so just that 1 second it would take extra to put right sides on. We would lose a lot of track position, and that is assuming the AI doesn't do tires as well. It's going to be one of those things that getting on pit road first, we're going to be basically setting the tone for the rest of the field, and they will adjust as needed. And being in the back, myself and Brandon are actually in the very first pit stalls as soon as pit road speed starts. So we'll be woeing up on the bottom very quickly and getting in the very first stalls. And we'll have to be mindful of everyone coming down pit road behind us as the yellow flag is out again. Not sure what that is all about. We'll have to take a look at that on the replay. But not pitting this time, no siree. The pits are closed anyway. And it'll be interesting to see what brought out that particular caution. But we're past halfway now, so we are definitely going to be coming down pit road this time as soon as pits are open. Whether or not we get tires or not, we'll have to make that call when we get there. I'll see you on pit road. All right, pit road is open. 3,500 in second gear is the limit. And those that pitted while the pits were still open before the caution and got out in front of us may be in the catbird seat if they do not pit this time. But here we come into pit road, just past the garage entry. And looking in that mirror at the long Congo line of cars, everyone coming down, we're going to have to be very careful as we exit here. Tear off down and away. Brandon is down and away. Right beside Dylan, 34 looks to be slowing. Bubba trying to get in his stall. Oh, bob and weave, duck and dive. Bubba gets in. Ooh, little bit of contact on the 47. And I'm not sure if those guys just took fuel only or not, but it looks like we beat De Benedetto out. Logano may be your leader. So we will re-rack them up and get ready for the restart. Should be fun. Pace car is ducking off, and in an interesting turn of events, Daniel Suarez is leading the Daytona 500. Could be strategy, could be speed, but we'll see. Green flag is out. Let's give old Ryan a push. Looks like Kyle Busch is right in front of him. Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney. Yep, there is Blaney, Kurt Busch, and Chris Buescher. And yeah, Kurt Busch is wasting no time on the bottom. Ooh. Okay, Blaney almost got into us there. Let's see if we can give Kurt Busch the shove. Brandon charging hard on the outside behind Buescher. And let's get to the outside of Suarez if we can. Just a little bit of scrape, 3 wide. Keep the power down and clear. We are now back out front. Brandon trying to split the middle behind Kurt Busch and Daniel Suarez. Keeping the bottom pinned. Oh, Brandon almost into Suarez and almost wrecking back there. That was a huge save. A lot of momentum lost, but still plenty of time here if he can get back in the draft and get back up to speed. No one gets away here at Daytona. So as the laps wind down, I'll try to play both sides. Try to pull Kurt Busch down on the straightaways and try to pull, looks like Joey Logano. Nope, Ryan Blaney moves to the bottom to block, and we have a bit of separation from that little scrape. So it looks like maybe a 10-car breakaway. And there's Brandon moving right in the middle, blocking Blaney as best we can. That could be Brandon charging up on the high lane, or that could be Kyle Larson, not sure. Tough to tell in the mirror. That could be DiBenedetto as well. So Penske having a really strong showing from Blaney and DiBenedetto. And a little bit of dirt. Okay, so someone got into the dirt in the tri-oval. Can't exactly see who that was. We didn't catch him. And Brandon, I think I see him bobbing and weaving behind Logano on the bottom. Logano kind of clips that apron. Brandon goes up wide. Denny Hamlin trying to make a charge up top, all on his own. Nothing to do there. And keep that backstretch wide, pulling Kyle. Brandon staying in line behind Logano. Trying to catch Hamlin. Almost on the bottom. Brandon 2 wheels below that yellow line, forces Logano up. Brandon up in third now. NASCAR would have to make a call on that, but this is 2003 season. No such calls are needed. Charging to the bottom will help Brandon try to get around the 12. Looking high, looking low, top to bottom, left to right. This is our move. Down to the yellow line will pull Brandon beside the 12. And Kyle Busch will follow him through. Ryan Blaney got hung out. I don't know if Logano is going to go around him as well, but we've got not a corporate teammate, but a good friend right behind us. Think of, say, Chase Elliott and Ryan Blaney. Hopefully what happened in the clash won't happen to myself and Brandon here in the closing laps in the 500. Kyle Busch with a very strong move to the outside, but he's all alone in the combat zone. And showing the way as best we can, foot to the floor, punching a hole in the air, and Brandon is right there, ready to push. Right there on the bumper, no touch, but that's about as close as you can get without touching. Keeping that bottom lock down, Kyle Busch staying in line, Kurt Busch not too far behind, and lapped car in front of us. That may play havoc here. Brandon moves to block the 18, Kyle with a run. Kyle moves up top, we'll go to block the inside. And we'll see if we can get a pull on this lap car. What exactly happened, I'm not sure, but any draft we can get is a good draft. Coming to the line, one more lap to go. If we can hold this bottom, we'll be set. Oh, Brandon with the push, we're a little offline. That gets Kyle Busch looking. And some cars coming off of pit road, it looks like they misjudged their fuel strategy. We're going to get a pull off of, I believe, Buescher. Or is that McDowell? We'll stay in line best we can. Brandon moves to block really quick. A lot of momentum there. We can use this car to our advantage if he stays in the middle lane. Kyle to help us. Ryan Blaney to push Brandon. The Ford's on the bottom. We're not going to get that much of a tug from Buescher. If we can get down from the 12, we might have something. Oop, Brandon moves up. Let's get the pull off the 17. I don't think we got it. I think Brandon got the first win of the year, and geez, that was close. So a moderate pack of cars coming across the line. We're going to have to take a look at that finish and exactly what brought out those yellow flags. So let's go to the near start of the race where it looked like Christopher Bell. Oh, there was something right there. I think we actually hit the nail right on the head. So there was Keselowski making a move here. And there was the initial bump. So Bell got into Keselowski, and they both got going pretty straight. No worse for the wear for Bell, but Keselowski with a ton of left side damage. Did that damage happen in that incident, though? I imagine Brad was hit pretty solidly. Yeah, so it looked like Bell was turned hooked to the right. Oh, that's a great point of view. There we go. So Bell hooked to the left, spun to the inside. Brandon kept his foot in it and straight. So really didn't need a caution, but it was nice to bunch everyone up. And then immediately after that, once we got back racing, the yellow flag came out yet again. And we'll have to take a look at exactly what brought out that yellow flag. So yellow flag there, looked like green flag there. And then yellow flag was back out again. Let's see if we can see the point of caution. We were already hauling the mail whenever the caution came out. So we'll just stick on the bumper here until we see the yellow lights come on. So there's the yellow flag. And let's take a look-see exactly what was going on here. So pace car started to roll. And I'm not exactly sure what happened. There's some cars with damage, but I don't see anyone out of shape. And then the last thing we want to take a look at is that very last lap to see exactly what we could have done, if anything. So there was Brandon with a strong push, cars coming off of pit road. The cars were very ill and really tough to drive. And there was Brandon looking high a bit. Oh, that's a great view. And coming down the backstretch, Brandon just was right here and he cut left really quick and he was already there. I thought Kyle was going to give us a little bit more help as far as the push was concerned. I think if Buescher would have stayed in the second groove, we would have had something for him. And then coming off the corner, we were right there, had a head of steam. And Brandon got shuffled out just a little bit, and that is your margin of victory. Not much at all. Just basically one tire length separated us from victory. So let's take a look at the standings. Really nothing much to talk about after just the first race. Brandon is locked into the chase. Everyone else separated by about a point, but really tight back there, actually tied for 16th. But next week we stay in Daytona and we run the road course. So I will see you then. But like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you next week for the road course. Take care.